The first light of dawn spills across the ancient world, painting the endless sands in shades of amber and rose. Atop the crest of a dune, a lone figure stands silhouetted against the rising sun. It's a Sinosauropteryx, no bigger than a house cat, but every inch a hunter. Its body is covered in a coat of fine, downy protofeathers, striped in rust red and white along its long tail. Last night's hunt was successful. A small lizard, still digesting, provides a sense of contentment. But satisfaction is a fleeting luxury in this world. An unfamiliar disquiet prickles beneath the feathers, a low hum of wrongness that defies the peaceful morning. The air is still, yet it carries the ghost of a sound, a deep, distant rumbling that feels more like a pressure in the chest than a noise heard by the ears. It's not the familiar growl of thunder from a passing storm. The sky above is a flawless, crystalline blue, empty of clouds. The Sinosauropteryx cocks its head, its sharp, intelligent eyes scanning the horizon. The ground beneath its three-toed feet shivers, a subtle tremor that isn't from any approaching herd. It's deeper, more profound, as if the very bones of the earth are groaning. Suddenly a wave of panic erupts from the distant river valley. A massive flock of pterosaurs, startled from their treetop roosts, launches into the air. Their leathery wings beat the air in a frenzy, and their sharp, terrified cries echo across the landscape. They don't circle or soar. They flee, a chaotic swarm desperate to put distance between themselves and something unseen. This is not the behavior of animals spooked by a predator. This is primal terror. The little dinosaur flattens itself against the sand, its body tense. It emits a low, guttural hiss, a sound of pure instinctual alarm. The unease it felt before has now sharpened into a blade of genuine fear. Every fiber of its being screams that a danger beyond its comprehension is near. Without a second thought, it abandons its high perch. Its powerful legs pump, kicking up plumes of sand as it scrambles down the dune's steep face. The familiar safety of the undergrowth at the dune's base is its only goal. It dives into the tangled mess of ferns and cycads, the cool, damp leaves a welcome shield. It peeks out from its hiding place, heart hammering against its ribs. And then it happens, the horizon flashes. It's not lightning. It's a silent, searing blast of light that outshines the sun itself, bleaching the world white for a terrifying eternal second. The distant mountains, which have stood for millions of years, are briefly rendered as stark, black skeletons against this impossible glare. The light is so intense it feels hot, even from this distance, a wave of warmth that passes through the foliage. Then comes the silence, a heavy, pregnant pause that seems to suck all the air from the world. The birds have stopped chirping, the insects have gone quiet. The entire planet seems to be holding its breath. The little Sinosauropteryx stays frozen, hidden in the green shadows, its bright eyes wide with a terror it cannot name. It saw no giant beast, no rival predator. But it knows, with a certainty that chills it to the bone, that the world it knew just a moment ago is gone forever. Something has arrived, something vast and final, and the age of reptiles is about to end in fire and dust. The ground begins to shake again, this time not a subtle tremor, but a violent, rolling convulsion. The trees around its hiding spot whip back and forth as if in a hurricane. The roar finally arrives, a sound so immense it's not just heard but felt, a physical force that tears through the air and pulverizes the silence. It is the sound of the sky falling, of mountains being vaporized, of an entire world being broken. Dust and debris begin to rain down, not the gentle particles of a sandstorm, but hot ash and tiny, superheated pebbles that sizzle as they land on the damp leaves. The sky, once a brilliant blue, is rapidly darkening, choked by a colossal plume of smoke and earth that is climbing miles high, blotting out the sun. Day is turning into an unnatural, terrifying twilight. The Sinosauropteryx, the feathered watcher, can only press itself deeper into the earth, a tiny, living witness to the apocalypse. Its world of sun-drenched hunts and cool nights is being unwritten. It has survived countless dangers in its short life, larger predators, flash floods, territorial disputes. But this is different. This is not a challenge to be outsmarted or a predator to be outrun. This is an extinction event, an astronomical hammer blow that will reset the course of life on Earth, Through the darkening gloom, a new kind of rain begins to fall. Small, glassy spheres, once molten rock from the impact site, cool as they plummet back to Earth. They clatter through the canopy like hail, a deadly, beautiful, and terrible omen of the long winter to come. The little hunter, a marvel of evolution, a warm-blooded, feathered link between the dinosaurs and the birds that will one day rule the skies, is now just a refugee in its own home. It saw the flash, it heard the roar, and it felt the world die. Its future, and the future of all its kind, has just been decided by a rock from the heavens. As the long, cold darkness settles, its story becomes one of survival against impossible odds. A faint flicker of life in a world plunged into an endless night. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the past, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories from Deep Time.